A transformative aspect of my life came to be when I began to think about my goals as an artist by first addressing what I didn't enjoy about my artistic process. Often we are rushed into our creativity while feeling the mounting pressure, usually from within ourselves, to create something so spectacular that just happened to come about organically and with ease. The truth is, I often feel anxious, defeated, and entirely uninterested in doing anything related to making or creating. There are countless unrealistic expectations, impractical roadblocks, and things that make life in general pretty logistically impossible to navigate in the first place. Being distracted by what I think I ought to be doing only makes me want to do the exact opposite. That mindset kills my creativity, leaves me uninspired, makes me feel like a failure of an artist and a human being. And for what? How does that enrich my life in any way? I don't get paid to create, post, write, edit, upload, or share content, so my main motivation comes from a genuine desire to just be immersed whenever I have the time and energy in the aspects of art making that I love most and look forward to. In 2018, I wrote a book on how to trust your creative process and why learning to love your unique artistic process is so important. The same goes for anyone who has a hobby that doesn't pay the bills but makes you feel alive, like you're living your purpose or living your dream. As a person who is chronically ill and disabled, I have to be deliberate about how I use my energy and what I choose to focus on, depending on my needs at any given time. I usually wake up with a negative 30% battery life or negative 10 spoons. So it is very rare that I even feel well enough to do my makeup, write, take photos, etc. Things that happen to drain my energy very quickly include overstimulating and loud environments, temperature fluctuations, especially on hot days, being interrupted by someone or something, not eating or drinking water regularly, and ignoring my own needs like stopping to take a bathroom break or getting up to stretch every now and then. Other things I just hate include not having an organized space to do my makeup, wanting to do my makeup, and then realizing all of my makeup brushes and sponges and tools are dirty, not having adequate lighting needed for hours of work, forgetting to charge my camera battery, etc. If you're also living with ADHD and inconvenient overstimulation, it's best to be honest and shamelessly transparent with yourself about what makes things difficult, uncomfortable, discouraging, frustrating, and so forth. If you don't know where to start there. By identifying and then eliminating even the smallest things that irritate you, you'll get a clearer picture of what your needs really are. One thing I used to absolutely dread doing is washing my makeup brushes and sanitizing my workspace. Since my kitchen is the most practical but not necessarily ideal place to do that, I've learned to make the best of my circumstances. This process requires a lot of patience, a lot of standing, and a whole lot of sweating. If I stand for more than 10 minutes, my hands begin to tremor more than they already do. I get lightheaded easily and can feel nauseated, especially if I haven't eaten in the past few hours. I'm also prone to having painful and debilitating flare-ups. So, to eliminate some of these flare-up triggers, I wash my makeup brushes at night in front of my kitchen window where there's often a cool breeze. It's more calm and quiet outside. No one's awake to interrupt the flow I have going on. I can strategically wash my tools without leaving a giant mess behind when I'm done. And my setup is usually a bit different than what you see in this video. But another thing that helps so much is having this fold-up table to lay my clean makeup brushes on, usually on a thick towel, so that they dry evenly and won't roll all over the place or fall off the table because the towel keeps everything in place. You just gotta work with what you've got and be creative about how to make your needs, your environment, more accessible to your needs, even down to every last detail if you're like me. When I'm done with the process, I'm able to carry the lightweight table carefully into my room for my brushes to be able to dry overnight, and I immediately put my cleaning materials away in their own plastic bowl for the next time that I need them. What I do enjoy about this process is the sensation of swirling a brush in my palm and massaging the bristles with my fingers until I can tell that it's ready to be rinsed. I'm usually not wearing gloves, but in this video I enjoyed doing so because I do not like the texture of liquid foundation and concealer left on my hands. I wash my brushes with my bare hands though, usually, and I'm able to hear whether there's enough soap in the lather. I can feel the difference between a squeaky clean brush and one that still has makeup residue or soap left behind. I love the sound of the running water and feel so satisfied when I rinse each brush and see the gunk melt away. To keep me motivated during this tedious and exhausting process, I think about how much I look forward to the end results, like the way my clean brushes will feel on my skin the next time I do my makeup, or how satisfying it will be the next day when I can put my fully dried brushes back in their acrylic case, organize them into sections, and hear the different tone of the tapping sounds each brush handle makes when being placed bristle side up on my vanity. Loving this process has taken a while to achieve because my perspective has changed from, ugh, I hate doing this, to, oh, it's bath time for my babies. Your unique artistic process is essentially your love language to yourself. You're doing all of this for you to benefit from. There's a deep level of respect and intimacy that is created when I prepare for my me time. In the moment, it brings me comfort and warm, fuzzy feelings to know that I am preparing all of this just for me to be able to enjoy the thing I love most, playing with makeup and getting everything dirty all over again.